Understand the most important thing in life, I will say there are two most important things is the time and the efforts. And you are wasting that by going the wrong direction and the methods. This video will help you to understand what is the right way to develop your communication, your confidence, and how these three people have done that. There are three people, Kapil Dev. So his teammates said that, well, Kapil, Baji, your English is not good. How are you going to take the confidence? How are you going to take the confidence? Kapil Dev gave the best answer. And he said that. Lessons you can learn from these three people about communication skills. These are the three people, many of you know these people, and these three people will really tell you what is English all about, what is communication all about. Since many years and centuries, we have been told that perfection, grammar, sentences and tenses and all these things, but time has changed now. You can't go and buy all those old rubbish things. Things have changed. Let us change the way we learn. Let us understand the psychology behind communication skills. Let us understand actually how it works. Stop the old, outdated method of studying grammar and all. You're wasting your valuable time. Understand the most important thing in life, I will say there are two most important things is the time and the efforts. And you are wasting that by going the wrong direction and the methods. This video will help you to understand what is the right way to develop your communication, your confidence, and how these three people have done that. There are three people, Kapil Dev, Harbhajan Singh, these are the two cricketers, and another is an actor, Rajkumar Rao. But before coming here, let me tell you, if you really want to come to my seminar, if you want to learn from me, I mean live in a seminar, I'm conducting a seminar in Pune now. In the description details are given there, but only 24 seats are there. And I don't know, I mean, this is before this, if seats are booked, I'm sorry, you can book for my another seminar. We are taking seminars regularly in Pune. So if you want to understand the communication psychology, I mean, if you want to overcome the fear, the anxiety that is holding you back from so many years, and if you want to be a prolific, good, confident communicator, I don't have any shortcuts, by the way. Let me tell you, it's a long process. But if you want to understand the methods, and if you want to know and understand, if you have any questions, personally, you can meet me and ask me questions. I will be there in Pune. The details are given in the description. Contact my team and they will help you out. Let us understand Kapil Dev, Harbhajan Singh and Rajkumar Rao. Dear friends, as you know, I read a lot. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I read a lot. Come on, I mean, you will rarely find me not reading. Rarely you will find me. I mean, every now and then, whenever I get a chance, I grab a book, a notebook, I mean, a newspaper, a blog somewhere, and I read. So I was reading this about Kapil Dev. And Kapil Dev, all of you know, I mean, one of the best cricketers India has ever produced. But I'm not talking about his cricket, I'm talking about his mindset. I'm talking about his mindset. And these three people have a similar mindset, what is really needed to be a good communicator, and that mindset has helped them to excel in their careers also, understand. Mindset not only impact your one area of life, they impact every area of your life. Everything in your life they impact. And that is what happens with communication skills. I have observed, guys, that people who have the right strong mental mindset, they are not worried about the sentences and tenses and the accuracy and perfection and making mistakes. And when you are not worried about all those things, you learn quick. Understand, language is designed in such a way that the more you think about mistakes, the more you try to be perfect, the more you try to master it, the more mistakes you make, the more anxious you get. That is what this story is all about. Let me tell you a story of Kapil Dev. One day, Kapil Dev was captain of Indian team, and Indian team was playing in England, I guess, Oxford. And they won the match. And Kapil Dev, an Indian guy from Haryana, not good in English. But mindset was there, full powerful mindset with this guy when he had. So his teammates said that, well, Kapil, Baji, your English is not good. How are you going to take the conference? How are you going to take the conference? Kapil Dev gave the best answer. And he said that, if you want me to speak like an Oxford English professor, then call the Oxford English professor to play like me. See what he said. If you want me to speak like an Oxford English professor, then call him, the Oxford English professor, to play and come and play on the ground and bat like me, ball like me. If you're expecting me to be like him, speak like him, he's a professor. Then ask him to come and play like me. That's the mindset. What it shows that he is concerned about his batting and bowling. He is not concerned about all those things, the perfection and accuracy. What do you think about? And that makes this person a master, even today also. It's this mindset that is more important. Is my communication is not going to define me as a person, my English, my mistakes. My mistakes, they are not going to define me. It's a language and I can make mistakes. It's okay with that. That doesn't define my personality. My personality is defined by my work and not my English. Again, Bhaji Baji. I mean, the outspoken, blunt, daredevil, confident guy. I love this guy. I mean, he's retired, all of you know, but I grew up watching his matches, and that mindset he had, that incident in Australia, where he got into this racism and all that stuff, the way he stood there. Anyway, so I was listening to his podcast. This podcast was with Paddy Ipton. It's there on YouTube Music. It is there. Harbhajan Singh with Paddy Ipton. Listen to that podcast. So I was listening to that podcast, and Harbhajan Singh said that my English was not good. But even now also it's not good while I'm giving this podcast. I'm recording this podcast. But I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about my game. I'm concerned about my work. I'm concerned about just expressing my feelings. During his earlier days, when he went for international tours, that was the fear in everyone's mind. Indian players who come from rural area, who are not brought up in metros and affluent families, and the English was not good. But for Harbhajan Singh, as he is that mentally tough guy, he said that I don't care about my English. Do you understand my English? That's enough for me. That's all. My bowling, my batting is more crucial than anything else. My bowling and my batting is more crucial than anything else. And that is what English is all about, guys. Go and listen to that podcast, I tell you. Listen to that podcast. Eye-opener podcast. Eye-opener. While I was listening to that podcast, I stopped this particular talk he was giving about English. Of course, in that podcast, everything he was talking about is struggle and injuries and the controversies and all. But when he was talking about this English, and I replayed that part 2 to 3 times. And that instant I decided that I'll make a video about this for you. Rajkumar Rao. Now, I listen to his podcast very rarely, but sometimes I listen. And in his podcast, he was talking with Ranveer Alabadia, that podcaster, about his English. Because whenever such kind of videos come, I watch them. And he told that I develop my English. I develop my English by listening. I develop my English by observing how people talk. And understanding that. Understanding, oh, okay, here I would is used. Here I could is used. Here, okay, this sentence is used. And he developed his English in that way. He did not develop his English by studying grammar or perfection and all, or nothing. He developed his English by talking, by doing actually, by performing, by making mistakes. And guys, these are the people who are excellent in acting and cricket and all. And initially they were not good in, now they're very good in English. But initially they were not, but they did not kind of had that low self-esteem about that. They were focusing on their work, not on that English. Because I know many people, maybe one of you, my English is weak, therefore I'm a failure, therefore I'm not good. Stop that. I tell you, stop that. It's all about how do you look at English. And if you change the way you look at English, your English changes. And that is what I do with my online sessions. When students come to me, what I do is I change their mindset. I develop their habits. I give them the right platform to go and make mistakes. Practice sessions are there. No one will judge you. You're free to make mistakes. And there's a fun. Fun is there. Fun is there. Understand, language development should be fun, not punishment. It should not be like you're studying for NEET exam. Not required. It should be fun. And that is what I do. In my institute, it's a fun process. We change the mindset, guys. So this is the right thing, that right mindset which you need to be effective communicators. All right, guys? Thanks a lot for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye. And don't forget these people. Thank you.